WWE's Night of Champions, live from Chicago, Illinois, has just went off the air, and I have to say that the show was pretty good. The show wasn't the greatest of the year, but it wasn't the worst either. I thought it was entertaining, and it was a good show overall. We have a lot of new champions to discuss in this review, and let's get right to the very first match. And that was the Intercontinental Championship match, pitting Dolph Ziggler, the Intercontinental Champion, going up against Kofi Kingston, the challenger. And this was the opening match. And in the opening match, you want a nice, fast-paced kind of style match to really get the crowd going. And this match was a slow-paced match right off the bat. It kind of picked up in the middle, but it just never really got all the way going, in my opinion. It was kind of slow throughout the whole match. Now, the match had plenty of time, 12 minutes to be in fact. There were a lot of nice near falls, and Dolph Ziggler retains the title via the zigzag finisher. And like I said, this match was pretty good to good. I'll say that the match was good. It was a good opener. I just wished it had a little bit more spark. The next match of the night was the only match that wasn't a championship match. You had CM Punk going up against The Big Show. And let me tell you about this match. It was only 5 minutes long, but it was probably the most entertaining 5 minutes that I've ever seen in a match. You have CM Punk at the beginning of the match cutting a promo, and he cuts a fantastic promo when he starts talking about how awesome Chicago is. And of course, with the pay-per-view being live from Chicago, the crowd was really eating it up. They were chanting CM Punk. They were loving it. But then all of a sudden, CM Punk does what he does best. He turns up that heel gauge, and he really rips into the crowd, the citizens of Chicago, and he really shows his true colors. The Big Show makes his way out, and he's wearing a headband. I don't know how new this headband is. This is the first time I've ever seen him wear a headband. It was kind of funny, I guess. He looks silly, to be quite honest. Like I said, this was only a 5-minute match, but there were two great spots in this match. The first spot was the swanton that CM Punk did on The Big Show. The Big Show was laying outside of the ring, and CM Punk jumps over the top rope to the outside, landing on The Big Show. It was a swanton type of move. It looked really nice. The second spot of the night, for this match I should say, was the spear that The Big Show gave CM Punk. CM Punk did a springboard off the rope, and he ran right into a spear via The Big Show. It was really nice. The match wasn't long enough, like I said. They had a nice couple spots. The Big Show gets the win. That's another downfall with the match. Punk should have won that match, especially with it being in Chicago. But Big Show wins. I liked the match. I thought it was pretty good. Next, we have the United States Championship match. You have The Miz going up against Daniel Bryan. This has been one of the greatest storylines going on in the WWE as of late. And we finally get to see them really go one-on-one with each other. And the match was pretty damn good. I thought it was good. And you had a 12-minute long match, really good amount of time. We got to see a really nice clothesline from The Miz. The Miz, actually Daniel Bryan I should say, was straddling the top rope. The Miz comes off the top rope with the clothesline. Really nice. You had a lot of nice near falls, and then finally Daniel Bryan gets the win via the bell lock, making The Miz tap out. And let's hope Daniel Bryan, now that he is the new United States Champion, let's hope that he's able to defend this title and bring a little bit of honor back to the title. The match was good. Next, we have the Divas and the Women's WWE Championship match, the Unification Lumberjack, or Lumberjill, I should say, match. We have McCOOL going up against Melina. Now, I wasn't expecting this match, being that it was a women's match, to get much time at all. And it really didn't get much time, but for a women's match, it was a lot of time. They got 6 minutes total, and it was actually an entertaining match. I thought the match was good. Melina took a really nasty dive, I thought, off the top rope to the outside. It looked pretty bad. but she was able to continue. One thing I have to say about Melina is that I hate her screaming that she does in her matches. Whatever kind of primal scream you want to call that, yeah, I just didn't like it. Michelle McCool gets the win. She is the first ever unified women's champion, and that match was 6 minutes. I thought the match was good. The next match of the night was the World Heavyweight Championship no holds barred match between Undertaker and Kane. And I have to say that this was the match that I was looking forward to the most. A lot of people on here, they hate to hear Undertaker versus Kane because they've seen it so many times before. Well, let me tell you, I enjoyed everything about the whole build-up to the match, and I enjoyed the match even more. I really thought the match delivered, and going into this match, I looked at it this way. It could be either really good or it could just be really bad. And this match to me was just really good. I thought it was excellent. The match exploded right off the bat. These two are tearing into each other limb from limb. Undertaker gets the upper advantage right off the bat. Then Kane does. It's back and forth action throughout the whole match. And you can tell towards the middle of the match that they're both a little gassed. They're both a little tired. And, but it doesn't stop them. They're still going 100 miles an hour. And Kane retains the title against his big brother, The Undertaker. And I was very excited to see that Kane retains the title. It just really shows me that the WWE is, really putting a lot of faith into Kane. He's really impressed me with his promo skills, and throughout this whole storyline, he's just been amazing, and I really enjoyed it. Taker had a nice spot. He did a dive over the retaining wall into Kane, and that was really nice spot of the match. Just a lot of great back and forth action. Just a good length of time as well. 19 minutes long. And the Undertaker went for the tombstone, but Kane was able to reverse it. He gave the Undertaker a tombstone, and Kane wins the match. It was awesome. And then after the match, we see Taker struggle to make it to the back. It was really touching. Next, we had a tag team turmoil match for the WWE tag team belts. I didn't really know what to think about this match because it was the elimination style tag team match with 5 different teams. So you had the HART Dynasty, the USOS, Santino, Marello, and Kozlov, Mark Henry and Evan Bourne, and Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes. And right off the bat, they start the match off with the HART Dynasty and the USOS. And I really didn't understand that because you had your 2 best tag teams going against each other in an elimination style match. So you knew one of the best tag teams in that match were going to be eliminated. And the team that got eliminated was the tag team champions, the HART Dynasty, right off the bat. So you had the USOS going up against the next team, which was Santino and Kozlov, and yeah, that didn't last long. The USOS defeated them. Of course, then you had Mark Henry and Evan Bourne come out. And what happens? Mark Henry and Evan Bourne beat the USOS. I didn't get it. So you knew that there were going to be new tag team champions, especially since the HART Dynasty lost in the very first round of the match. But you knew you were going to have new tag team champions that were a thrown together tag team. It was either going to be Mark Henry with Evan Bourne or Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes. Out of those 2 teams, I would love to have seen McIntyre and Cody Rhodes win. And of course, that's exactly what happened. Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre are your new WWE Tag Team Champions. That was an 11-minute long match. And you know what? I'm going to say this. I thought it was great to see Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre win the Tag Team Champions. I think both of those 2 guys worked really hard, especially Cody Rhodes. He's really worked hard to change his gimmick, and now he's in a tag team with Drew McIntyre. Let's hope that these guys can maybe really rekindle the tag team spirit that has left the WWE as of late. And let's hope that the HART Dynasty and the USOS and maybe Santino and Kozlov can continue the tag team uprise in the WWE. But I thought the match was great just because Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre are the new tag team champions, and I think it's pretty well deserving. of course, it's young guys, you know, with gold in the WWE, and that's always good to see. Next match and the final match, the six-pack challenge elimination style match for the WWE title, and you had Sheamus, Cena, Edge, Christian, or Chris Jericho, I should say, not Christian, Wade Barrett, and Randy Orton, all going for the World Wrestling Entertainment title. And when Orton is being introduced, he gets the loudest pop between anybody in that match, and it was awesome. Right off the bat, Chris Jericho gets eliminated by Randy Orton via the RKO. In fact, that was within the first 2 minutes of the match. And we didn't see another elimination until 15 minutes later when Edge got eliminated by Cena via the Attitude Adjustment. And then 4 minutes after that, John Cena gets eliminated. That's right, Cena is the third man eliminated in this match, meaning that we're not going to hear any John Cena videos or see any John Cena videos from Gemini. So enjoy your 30-day vacation from John Cena videos from Gemini. And then a few minutes later after that, Wade Barrett gets eliminated. And of course, before that, I'm getting ahead of myself. John Cena was eliminated by Wade Barrett with a little help from Nexus, and of course his finisher, the Wasteland. And then of course Wade Barrett gets eliminated by Randy Orton via the RKO. And then Sheamus gets eliminated by Orton as well via the same move. Randy Orton, the new WWE Champion. I love it. Finally, Randy Orton is the top babyface, in my opinion, in the WWE. He has the gold now, and he has the fans behind him, and hopefully he will be looked at as the new face of the company. Only time will tell. But we have four new champions. Four new champions in the WWE. Daniel Bryan is the new United States Champion. Michelle McCool is your Unified Women's title holder. McIntyre and Rhodes are your new WWE Tag Team Champions. And Randy Orton is your new World Wrestling Entertainment Champion. Wow, a lot of new champions, and I like every new champion that we have. I think it's really nice to see a lot of young people as champion. I mean, look at them. They're all young guys. And it's awesome. And the main event, it was okay. I thought the match was, I thought it was great. Seeing Randy Orton win was great. It wasn't excellent. I still think Undertaker and Kane was the better match, but I did like seeing Randy Orton win. And I'm a big stickler for matches that have a lot of time, and out of the entire 3 hours, we only had 86 minutes of wrestling, which is kind of sad. The WWE loves promos. They love the theatrics of wrestling. That's what they're all about. They're not about the wrestling, which sucks, but we did get to see some new champions, which is always great. And this is my review. Let me know what you thought. What did you like? What didn't you like? And I hope you guys enjoyed the review. This is Gold Dizzy. Peace out.